You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the Only One Media Group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities, and special guests. Hosted by Demetrius Dini Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
At dollarseed.com, all of our seeds are only $1 a pack. And we have online resources that teach you all about the rewarding hobby of growing your own plants, flowers, herbs, and vegetables. Imagine the joy you'll feel when your children actually help you harvest your first garden crop, or the pride of knowing you'll never need a florist again. Visit dollarseed.com and grow a little magic of your own for just $1. Dollarseed.com. What could be healthier?
Hello, hello, hello. What is going on? Welcome to another incredible episode of Vigilantes Radio Live right here on iHeartRadio, and I'm your host, Dini. We have a very special guest for you guys, so you definitely want to stick around for that. And as a matter of fact, text your buddies, your family members, or even share it on social media right now and let them know that we are about to dive deep into another interview. Before we bring our guest on, I do want to say right now is your time. Don't wait any longer. Life is yours to be lived today. The things you've been meaning to do, right now is the time to begin. Why waste any more minutes? It's not too late to get started on reaching whatever goals that you set for yourself, and it's certainly not too early. Right now is the ideal time to act. So take that first step forward. Begin to build some powerful momentum in the direction of your most treasured desires. And efforts put off until tomorrow will bring worthless excuses, while efforts taken right now will bring valuable results. So make yourself some great results. Now is when it can begin to happen. This time tomorrow, well, you could be well on your way, looking back with growing satisfaction, or you could be sitting and wondering why the world is just passing you on by. Which do you really want? Fill today with life, fill it with action, with commitment, with love, joy, and experience. It's a great day to be alive, so make the most of every moment. Take that from me, Coach Dini. That is my word, and word is bond.
Have you struggled budgeting your finances? Don't worry, you're not alone. HumbledBudget.com, that's HumbledBudget.com, is the help and resource you've been searching for. HumbledBudget.com is a personal finance and educational website with a great variety of topics when it comes to budgeting, taxes, investing, and the popular topic of FIRE, financial independence, retire early. HumbledBudget.com has a goal, and that's to help you reach your financial dreams, no matter what your goals are when it comes to finances. It doesn't matter where you start, where you come from, or where you are right now. HumbledBudget.com can help. What are you waiting for? Take that first step to the financial life you've dreamed of and go to HumbledBudget.com. That's HumbledBudget. HumbledBudget.com.
All right. Again, welcome to the show. You're listening to Vigilantes Radio Live right here on iHeartRadio, and I'm your host, Dini. Our interviews are designed to go beyond music, news, books, art, acting, films, technology, education, entrepreneurship, entertainment, and sometimes even past that thing that we call the ego. Our interviews are designed to go behind the scenes and into the minds of these incredible human beings, the ones who are out there giving it their all for me, for you, and for the world. Joining us today is award-winning singer-songwriter Karl McHugh, whose latest single, In the Movies, brings a refreshing touch of realism to modern melodies. And with that, let's welcome him to our show. Hello, welcome.
Hey, Denny, thank you very much. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
For sure, man. We are excited as well. in the movies. Fantastic title. So Karl, your music often tackles the complexities of real life experiences. What's one valuable lesson that you've learned from your journey in the music industry that you think could benefit our listeners?
Oh, great question. I think what I'm coming to terms with now with my music and the music industry is that it's always best to kind of be your authentic self. And I think I've spent a lot of time trying to write songs that I think other people will like. And I found that that was a recipe for not great songs and not great authentic songs. And then I think a flip switched in me when I realized, why I got into music and why I like music. I like writing, talking about my experiences, and I connect best with music that I feel like is connecting with the singer. And so when I really reconnected with that idea, I think it made the whole experience a lot more enjoyable because I'm talking about real things. And two, it ended up being a way to connect with the audience and with people listening better. So it was win-win kind of, So having the confidence to go down that realm and be more authentic with the writing came with time, and I think that's a message that I'm still working with, and hopefully other people feel that as well.
Yeah, for sure. How long did it take you to find at least your footing, with discovering your true self, your true artistic self, the things you like and feel?
Great question again. I'm not sure if there was a specific moment where I fully got into that, and I feel like I'm still learning that at the minute. But I feel like in the past 5 or 6 years, I started really embracing that of like, I'm just going to be myself and see what happens, and it's not, sometimes I don't hit the mark every day, but it's a work in progress, So, but having that target helps a lot, and I think it's within the last 5 or 6 years that I've really said, I'm doing this for me. I'm going to write for me, and that has resulted in better songs, I think.
Yes, sir. Man, so I hear a hint of accent. Is that Irish?
It is indeed. Yeah, good
Wow.
stuff. I'm glad it's a hint, or not. I'm glad it's still there. I get a lot of stick when I go back home that everyone says I sound American. But yeah, when I might hear the Americans say I'm still Irish, which is great. But I'm in this in-between area. When my brothers come to visit me, then people are pretty lost. Lots of looks of what is this person saying? Because their accent's a lot stronger. So it has softened over time, but I'm glad it's still there.
Yeah, man. So that's interesting. You said your brothers come to visit, so that means you're no longer in Ireland?
Correct. Yeah, I'm in the Bay Area, in California. Yeah,
wow,
that's a big move. A big move. But for the best part of 10 years, I think I've been out here. My dad lived in this area when he was in his 20s, and talks about it to this day. And so about 10 years ago, I was like, okay, you're talking so much about it, I better go have a look, see what this place is like. Yeah. and I never left.
So did your father get into all sorts of adventures?
Oh, I'm sure he did. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I'm only hearing half of them.
How about you? What kind of adventures are you falling into?
Yeah, great question. I got out here, I started trying to get, I didn't really have a plan coming out here. I had a job really. And I kind of just came out here and I started looking for work, and the first job I got was at a summer camp as a counselor, and then I got a job as a music teacher at a great company called Music for Minors, who are we send teachers into elementary schools and teach them music and stuff like that. So I was teaching music for a good couple of years with them, and then I started. I met a guy out here James Devine, and we started a group called McHugh and Devine. We were a duo, and we toured up and down California and released a couple albums. And then I'm kind of just doing my own solo stuff now, music. So, yeah, all kinds of stuff.
Yes. So speaking of music, how much of your Irish culture background ends up in your music?
Yeah, I would say a good bit. I try when I'm singing, I think it's very, well, talking about accents and stuff like that, when I'm singing, I try to make sure I'm trying to sing in the way I would say it, which gets kind of difficult because I was just talking to someone about this a few minutes ago, actually, that the way I say the word down, for example, like Americans, you would say down, which is very difficult for me to say. That's how I would say down. But singing it, it's kind of hard to sing down. It's not a very vowel that leads itself well to singing. So sometimes you have to kind of lean into that American accent because ow is an easier vowel to sing. So I try to make sure that my authentic accent is coming through in when I am singing. So that's one thing I'm mindful of. There's one thing specifically I think of when I'm writing music, and there's a part on your show that I've heard a couple of times you do. I think you call it on the spot or something like that, where someone does a little story or something like that.
Yes, sir.
There's a thing we do back home, which I haven't seen that much out here, but anytime I've introduced people to it, they love it. We're back home, say we go out for a night, out to the pub or out to whatever, and the party comes home, so everyone's in the house and we're gathered around having drinks. A lot of the time, any music will be turned off, and what happens then is we go around, and everybody has to do a party piece. So you'll talk to one person and they'll have to say, just like you said, it can be anything. You know, it can be a story, it can be a rap, it can be a song, it can be a joke, but you have to do something. And then you do your party piece, and then it just goes around in the circle and everybody does their party piece. And it makes this vibe of like super inclusive, like lots of fun and this, good for a laugh kind of thing. And that is the kind of vibe I think of when I'm writing my music. And I try to get that in as much as possible, like getting this kind of inclusive, like warm house party vibe into my music is what I'm trying.
Nice. So we're going to talk about your single In the Movies. But before we get to that, have you been to the movies lately?
Oh, yeah. Well, I have seen my fair share of movies for sure. I grew up in a video rental store, so kind of like a Blockbuster.
Wow.
Ours was, that was our family business. But we were family owned, so our shop was called View with McHugh. It was a very clever play of words that my dad had. And so I would just go down. We lived above it, so I just go downstairs, pick out a movie and I'd watch it. It's super easily accessible, So lots of experience of seeing all the movies, and that's kind of where the influence for the song came from. All these similar tropes that happen in all those rom-coms, it's like, for example, the phrase, something big will happen, and they'll say 1 year later. Mm-hmm. And for us as a viewer, it's like we're just reading that sentence, but for the character, it's been a year of like harsh growth, and stuff that we don't see. So it looks so easy, to us watching it, but in real life, it's very different most of the time.
Yes, sir. So you study music to postgraduate level. What did you take away from those studies, and how do you think it's helped your music career?
Oh, yeah, a lot for sure. Well, what I learned is that I just kind of, it opened my mind to all the different tiers, maybe, or the different aspects of music. So there's one part which is writing the song. The next part is producing it, which is a whole skill in itself. and then you gotta mix it, you gotta master. Each one has its own skill and its own ability, and then after you do that, then you have to make the video, and there's all this, you have to learn about lighting and shooting and images and stuff like that, and you gotta make promo images. So that my postgraduate study was about all of those different aspects, so it was so valuable, especially being like an independent artist and you have to do it all yourself. I at least had a good footing in each one of these aspects. So the music video I made for In the Movies, I did it all myself as well. Wow. And it's like it's having that experience in like videography. That wasn't my initial like true love, but it was part of my course. Was like so valuable. I found out that later that I do actually super like making movies and music videos and stuff as well. So it has all really helped with all this whole endeavor of music, you know.
Yeah. All right, so I want to play the song In the Movies, and we'll be right back to put Karl McHugh in our traditional hot seat. It's where he gets to perform for us, just like we mentioned. It could be a song, a rap, a poem, a spoken word, a joke, a story, an instrument, or just some advice for you fine people. But for right now, here it is, In the Movies. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Rom-com, mystery, rebirth, comedy, old school, heartbreak, long hair, James Dean, everything works out for the actors in a movie. But we've no fade in, big screen, retake, love scene, sweeping soundscape, A-list celebrities who never let the truth wreck a good fake story. All this film and TV only happened in someone's mind. This looks so easy in the movies. I've seen it done a million times. They fall apart right in the middle. In 20 minutes they'll be fine. Some clever lines won't work for you and me. This looks so easy in the movies. Flashcards at your door. Stop the plane, hold the door. If anyone objects, come right up to the altar. Years of hidden letters, everybody gets an Oscar. Sleeping Beauty, just rest in her eyes. This looks so easy in the movies. I've seen it done a million times. They fall apart right in the middle. In 20 minutes they'll be fine. But just getting through some clever lines won't work for you and me. This looks so easy in the movies. All the movies say will make it, but we're not reading from the script. This looks so easy in the movies. I've seen it done a million times. They fall apart right in the middle. In 20 minutes they'll be fine. But just getting through some clever lines won't work for you and me. This looks so easy in the movies. This looks so easy in the movies.
It does look easy in the movies. My gosh. Yo, this is a soundtrack song, right? To some rom-com, some Grease-inspired type of musical. Oh man, I could see this song in so many different ways. But all right, I'm getting off track. Let's bring our special guest back, Karl McHugh. Welcome back, and you're back live with us and in our hot seat. What are you going to perform for us?
Oh, thank you very much. So you mentioned rap could be part of it.
Yes,
and
sir.
I know anyone who knows me and might hear me say rap will be like, what is he going to do? But I don't claim to be someone who can rap. But I have there's a bridge in one of my songs that probably is the most rap-like. And what I had to do when learning to sing it is free divers are a type of diver that go underwater without a tank. So they train their breath to be able to stay underwater for like 2 or 3 minutes. So I went online and started looking, how do you train to do this? And that's what I had to do to be able to get the lung capacity to do this, because I have to do it all in one breath. So I'm going to do a rap.
All right.
This is the plan. Okay, and this is the bridge to a song of mine called "Keep Dreaming," and it talks about a songwriter in the corner of a coffee shop dreaming about being in a stadium, and this is the bridge part. I've got the guitar here as well. I'm a drop in the lake, looking for the ocean, waiting on a break that's already been broken. I'm an honest fake, working on a notion I could spend all day just dreaming. 'Cause anything you can dream, I can dream better, 'cause all of my lyrics are changing the weather. I float like a butterfly, sting like a feather, and if you want more, you can read the newsletter. The papers are right, am I meant to declining? I'll plan to come back with the ink is still drying. Won't enter a room if I don't like the lighting. I'll pay someone else to do all of my writing. Hey, everybody look at me. I'm in the corner singing all my insecurities. That's as far as I go.
Man, that was incredible. So when can we get a full rap verse from Karl McHugh?
Oh, great question. Well, that one is out now on Spotify if you want to hear that one. And oh yeah, it took me a while to write it. So when I get around to having the time to write more rap verses, we'll see.
I think it's perfect, man. Great job.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So I did want to ask about this because I thoroughly enjoyed in the movies. What is your songwriting process like? Do you have a particular ritual or habit? Do you walk in the room backwards 7 times, light a candle, kiss a cat, things like that?
All of the above. The cats won't come near me anymore, though.
Man.
So I do this for in the movies particular. In particular, I do a song a month club on my Patreon, where people are signing up. They'll get an exclusive song, an exclusive new original song every month. So that puts a kind of fire under me to make sure I produce something once a month. And for this one, I think it was coming near to the end of the month, and I was like, okay, I haven't got anything done yet. I'm going to have to get something. So I sat down, and I had an idea. Maybe I could write something about a movie. I was kind of interested in the way that people who write movies, what are they thinking when they write the movies, and what's their view on the world when they put it into their screenplay. And that's kind of how I got to the title in the movies, or it's actually that line, "This looks so easy" in the movies, was the first thing I had. So I had just that one line, and then I just kind of built it out from there, from the title, which is my usual process. I think I usually start with the title or a line of the song, and then I kind of build it out from there,
Absolutely. All right. What about performing? You're performing in London and Ireland all over the summer. Do you have any shows set up in the Bay Area?
Nothing is definite just yet, but in August I will be releasing the EP that in the movies is on, called Underachiever, and I'll be doing a show in San Francisco for that. Nice. in late August.
All right. Where can our listeners?
Hopefully a series of shows.
All right. Where can our listeners connect with you and stay in the know about the shows?
Yeah, KarlMcHugh.com is the best way to get all the things. KarlMchugh. mchugh.com. But I'm also on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, all at Karl McHugh Music.
All right, listeners, we will include those links in the description of this episode and in the show notes. So all you guys have to do is just click those links. All right, Karl, man, thank you so much for being our special guest tonight. It was truly an honor.
A pleasure, Dini. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Take care.
Thank you, my Vigilantes family, as always, for checking out my podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio Live. All episodes are available for free download, and you can grab it from either Spreaker.com/only1media group, Spotify, Castbox, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, the app Podcast Addict, or over at our website, which again is only1mediagroup.com, and that goes for every single show that we've ever aired. If you like to request some music or send something for me to play, email it to vradio@only1mediagroup.com. That is V as in Victor. And here's my disclaimer: we are genre free, we do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay but facts alone. And actually, scratch all of that, because all of my opinions are always right. That's the bottom line. This is my show, so deal with it. Just kidding. On behalf of myself, Dini, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, either afterwards or live with us. Spread the word, because sharing is caring. We stepped up our game just for you guys and our guests to make sure that you have the best experience here on our show. Be sure to connect with me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Snapchat, TikTok, at all social media sites, as well as Spreaker, YouTube. We always follow back. Okay, well, just remember to put yourself into everything that you do and never stop investing in yourself. Peace, love, grilled cheese, and talk with you later.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds of the duo No Longer the Hero. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com. This is a Seventh Sign Regime Rebirth Worldwide Syndicate exclusive.